story begins in February 2014, when Russia annexed Crimea from Ukraine. This act of aggression was sparked by Ukraine's growing ties with the European Union, a move that Russia perceived as a threat to its sphere of influence. In response to this annexation, pro-Russian separatists in the Donbas region of Ukraine rose up, leading to a complex and multifaceted war. This conflict has not been confined to the battlefield. It has spilled over into the realms of naval incidents, cyber warfare, and political tensions. Despite the signing of the Minsk II agreements in 2015, aimed at halting the conflict, sporadic ceasefires have done little to quell the fighting. This war has resulted in tens of thousands of deaths and a refugee crisis that has shaken the world. Fast forward to February 2022, when Russia launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine. This act led to international condemnation and sanctions against Russia, further complicating the geopolitical landscape. Leaked U.S. documents have provided significant insights into the current state of the conflict. According to these reports, Russian ground forces are nearing exhaustion, with limited reinforcements available. Meanwhile, Ukrainian air defenses are depleted, potentially giving the Russian Air Force an advantage. Despite these challenges, Ukrainian forces have demonstrated better combat sustainability than their Russian counterparts. On the diplomatic front, former British Prime Minister Boris Johnson has called for increased military aid to Ukraine. Meanwhile, China, another key player in global politics, has expressed concerns about the conflict spiraling out of control. This conflict is a complex amalgamation of historical tensions, political maneuvering, and military strategy. It has strained relations between Ukraine and Russia, two nations that once maintained close ties following the dissolution of the Soviet Union. The Orange Revolution in 2004 and Ukraine's aspirations to join NATO have further complicated these relations. In conclusion, the Russia-Ukraine conflict is not just a war over territory. It's a clash of ideologies, a struggle for power, and a test of international diplomacy. The world watches as this conflict unfolds, hoping for a peaceful resolution that acknowledges the sovereignty of nations and respects the principles of international law. But until then, the Russia-Ukraine conflict remains a stark reminder of the fragile balance of global politics.